This is Dan Dicks here, reporting for Press for Truth with some bad news for PFT today, my friends, as I am currently being financially attacked, with a large part of my revenue and income source being completely obliterated by Patreon. In case you didn't know, I joined Patreon almost 9 years ago now, being one of the first in alternative media to promote the platform. Supporters of my work could sign up for a monthly reoccurring contribution in order to support my efforts, and in this way, I've been able to continue doing what I do at Press for Truth. But in recent years, I've been directly over the target in terms of the information I'm presenting, and so now I'm finding myself directly in the crosshairs of an information war like we've never seen before. You may recall back in June of 2020, I was surrounded by a mob of BLM and Antifa supporters who accused me of being a white supremacist. They violently attacked me, and then the police ended up arresting me with disturbing the peace and assault.
Follow him. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, being escorted out now. Fuck.
That guy. Yes. Settle down.
Fuck. They just attacked me.
Let's go.
Where's my GoPro? Yo, my GoPro.
I don't care.
Dude. Okay, yo, what are you doing?
I'm moving you so that we can do this quickly.
Why are you pushing me?
Why am I pushing you? Because I'm trying to save your life.
All right, guys.
Put the cameras down, guys. I'm telling you right now, turn the cameras on.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yes, I can, because you're under arrest right now.
Why am I under arrest? These guys are...
You weren't listening. I already told you once.
They attacked me, dude.
Stop filming.
What do you mean I'm not listening? I said
Put this in your bag. We're leaving.
In the mayhem of the scuffle with this mob, my GoPro was stolen, and when I launched a GoFundMe campaign for support, I was kicked while down as GoFundMe removed my campaign, stealing $7,000 from me as they refunded the donations back to all the people who so graciously gave them to me. My email subscribers list was next to be taken down, as I mentioned in this video, Press for Truth under coordinated attack as MailChimp terminates account. My Press for Truth Twitter account was taken down next. It had over 25,000 followers. And my YouTube channel, even though it was reinstated to me after being taken away for 7 months, is still being very heavily suppressed. This is what shadow banning looks like, folks. Last month, my channel had 522,000 minutes watched, with the total video views for the month coming in at 111,000, and yet I have 0 new subscribers. That doesn't add up, guys. Meanwhile, as I recently said on Twitter, ha, that's rich. Today's video got a strike and was removed from YouTube for medical misinformation, for pointing out that the CDC and the MSM are now saying a lot of the things I've been saying all along. Nope, can't say that. And here it is. Hi, Press for Truth. Our team has reviewed your content, and unfortunately, we think it violates our medical misinformation policy. We've removed the following content from YouTube, and it's my video titled, "I Don't Hate to Say It. Straight up, I told you so," where, ironically, the video points out all the times my so-called medical misinformation turned out to be completely true. For example, back when I said that cloth masks do not sufficiently protect anyone against the virus, I was cited as promoting medical misinformation. And yet now, according to the New York Times, the CDC concedes that cloth masks do not protect against the virus as effectively as other masks. Or back when I was saying that there is no evidence that healthy children, or any adolescents for that matter, should be taking a COVID booster, I was labeled as promoting medical misinformation. And yet now, the World Health Organization says there's no evidence healthy children and adolescents need COVID boosters. So is CNBC full of conspiracy theorists who are just pushing medical misinformation? Or is it just me? Or when I warned that the hospitalization and death numbers in Canada and abroad were being incorrectly inflated, I was cited as spewing dangerous medical misinformation. And yet now, it's openly admitted. Ontario, first province to correct misinformation on COVID hospitalization numbers. And a quarter of all COVID deaths are now patients who died with the virus, not from it, official data shows. So if it comes from an official source, it's medical fact. But if the same information comes a few months earlier from Press for Truth, it's medical misinformation. So why did I all of a sudden end up with a significant portion of my revenue stream being severed by Patreon? Well, here's what they told me. Hello, my name is Ray and I'm on the Trust and Safety team here at Patreon. Following our policy update concerning medical misinformation, Patreon can no longer support accounts that repeatedly use unfounded or debunked theories to argue against broadly supported public health measures on COVID-19. Excuse me? Who at Patreon is deciding what is unfounded or debunked theories? Because I've been vindicated time and time again, and I can prove that what I'm being shut down for today will be accepted as medical fact in a few months from now, so long as it comes from the mainstream media. I took a look and reviewed your creator page today. In order to bring your page back within our guidelines, kindly review and remove any and all content that advances COVID-19 medical misinformation. I'm not going to be doing that, my friends. Additionally, since our guidelines extend to any projects that you fund via Patreon, this means that online content linked to your creator page is subject to our guidelines. So if I refuse to edit my own content on my own website or any of the other places that I publish my work, Patreon is going to keep my account banned. And here's a few examples that they've shared where they made the call that I'm apparently promoting medical misinformation. There's this video. Triple vaxxed soccer superstar Alphonso Davies now has myocarditis. Officials say it's due to COVID. And that's completely true. Canadian soccer superstar Alphonso Davies, who received his booster shot in December, now has myocarditis and will miss playing in the World Cup qualifiers. That's all true. The 21-year-old contracted COVID-19 '84 despite being triple vaxxed. Again, totally true. And even though the CDC warns that adolescent male youths who receive the mRNA shots can get myocarditis, and that's straight up a fact, the media and sporting world claims that that's not the case with Alphonso. And again, that's true. That's exactly what they're saying. In this video, Dan Dicks of Press for Truth reveals the true scale of just how many young athletes are having heart problems because of the COVID-19 '84 vaccine, and that's undeniable, folks, and I'm sure that will once again be accepted as fact so long as the MSM says so. While proving that the shots don't work as they claimed they would and should be rejected lock, stock, and barrel. Yeah, of course the shots don't work as they claimed they would when the man is triple vaxxed and he's still contracting the virus. And YouTube clearly doesn't consider this one to be containing medical misinformation because it's untouched there. But Patreon has decided it's not factual enough for them. They also point to these examples. Proof, COVID's not that bad. Vaccine mandate for cross-border truckers. And behold the super immune. And they also point to this Rumble video. They're coming for your kids because it's all about control. Patreon is making themselves the gatekeepers of medical information. And it's not just that, guys. It gets much worse. While your account is suspended, you will not process payments. If you would like to be able to process payments for this month, we suggest that you take action to update your account and let us know as soon as you can. So current pledges that are in are currently being held ransom by Patreon, and they won't release these funds to me that were donated to me unless I conform and edit my content. And that is not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Before YouTube demonetized my account, I was averaging an income at YouTube of around $4,000 a month, and that was taken away at the snap of a finger. I've since been given the option to remonetize my channel if I'll just play along. But I won't do it, my friends. No matter how much money they want to offer me, I'm not going to accept it because I have integrity. And I won't bow down to Patreon's demands to censor myself either. I had over 200 patrons contributing a monthly reoccurring contribution, but when I got notice of this suspension, I messaged every single one of my patrons and I told them to cancel their Patreon account and to resubmit their pledge to me on subscribestar.com/pressfortruth, a far better platform that will not censor me moving forward. Unfortunately, my friends, as you can see as of today, 31 people have already canceled their pledge with Patreon, which is great. However, less than half of them so far has made the move over to Subscribestar instead, which means this financial attack is working. So if you're watching this today and you were or are still a patron of mine, first, cancel your Patreon account. But secondly, and most importantly, please re-enter your pledge at subscribestar.com/pressfortruth. Or maybe even double it down on Subscribestar to both help me and to send a message that censorship and cancel culture can't stop the truth from spreading no matter how hard they try. My friends, in order to offshoot this recent financial attack, I've had to set up a Go Get Funding campaign. So if it is within your means to donate, please head on over there when you're done watching this video to make a contribution. And share this far and wide. Let people know that these major tech conglomerates can't dictate what kind of information that you are going to have access to. And if they try, we'll always fight back. I hope you'll have my back today, my friends, as I plan to continue going hard in 2022, exposing all the propaganda that we're being bombarded with. If that's something you appreciate, please check the links in the description below to find out how you can either make a one-time donation or how you can sign up for a monthly reoccurring contribution at subscribestar.com/pressfortruth. And if you haven't yet, guys, cancel your cable account. Stop giving $50 or $60 a month to Rogers or Bell or whatever service provider you're with, only to have them brainwash you with propaganda. And instead, start supporting real, independent journalism today. Thank you so much to all my loyal subscribers who have supported my efforts over the years. I can't do this work without you, so thank you for your support. And if you want to join this fight, don't forget to check the links in the description below. So that's all for today, my friends. Don't forget to click that thumbs up button and share this video if you found the information to be useful. And stay tuned, we're going to have more video reports coming soon, God willing. This is Dan Dicks reporting for Press for Truth. We all want truth. The truth will set you free.